love my Cricut and I get to make so many creative things with it. But there are some important considerations to think about before spending your hard-earned money. Number 1 on our list is understanding that Cricut machines have limitations. Depending on which machine you buy, they each come with different functions and can cut different materials. It's also important to remember that while Cricut can cut hundreds of materials, it's not a laser cutter. It can't cut through thick acrylic, and although the Maker machines can cut wood, the wood it can cut is very soft and breakable. It also has to make numerous passes to cut through wood, which can take hours for an intricate design. Crafting with a Cricut can be an incredibly fun hobby, but it also can be expensive. You're not just buying the machine. You'll need a device like a computer, tablet, or phone to control your Cricut. There are consumables like vinyl, cardstock, and all the materials you'll need to make stuff with your Cricut. You'll also need to buy accessories like tools, mats, scrapers, heat presses, or digital files to create projects. There are some smart ways to save money with your Cricut, but just keep in mind that you'll need to spend more than just the cost of the machine, and that cost can add up. When purchasing a Cricut for the first time, be prepared to spend time learning how everything works. You will inevitably waste materials and make mistakes, and that's okay. You will need to learn how to use the Cricut Design Space software and how best to cut and create your projects. You should have a basic understanding of computers and be open to learning and building your skills over time. Be patient with yourself. You will learn through trial and error, and the errors will happen less frequently over time. You don't need to buy a Cricut Design Space Access subscription to use your Cricut machine. If you have an Access subscription, you can use a bunch of free fonts, images, projects, and the automatic background remover tool. But there are plenty of great websites out there that offer free designs, background removal tools, and fonts. Check out this video of my top 10 websites to complement your Cricut crafting to learn more. Many new Cricut users are afraid to take their Cricut out of the box. I get it. It can be intimidating at first. The key is to build your skills over time. Start with an easy project and then work your way up as you build more confidence. Ultimately, be brave, be bold, and start using your Cricut machine. They are sturdy machines and you won't break it by just playing around with it. This leads me to my next piece of advice, and one of the best things you can do is connect with a community of other Cricut users. There are hundreds of Facebook groups you can join, even Reddit communities and online forums. These communities can be a wonderful place to gain inspiration, ask questions when you get stuck, and share projects with others. Next up is the software Cricut Design Space and how often the software experiences glitches. After being a Cricut user for many years, I've observed a pattern. Cricut releases a software update with a new feature, and then a bunch of old features stop working properly. As a consequence, Cricut's call center gets flooded with calls. They realize there's a bug, and then 2 to 4 weeks later, they release another update to fix that bug. In that 2 to 4 week window, you could have completely lost an entire function of Cricut Design Space, which leaves your Cricut inoperable. Many users rely on their Cricuts to earn an income, and this delay can leave businesses out of action. Cricut developers need to ensure that any releases are adequately tested, and not just test for the new features they've added, but also perform regression testing of all of the existing features to make sure there are no unintended breaks. Now, these issues are not an everyday occurrence, but they are a point of frustration for many Cricut users. It's tempting to buy the latest and newest Cricut on the market, but I say hold your horses. Cricut products can be very overpriced, and their newer models like the Maker 3 and Explore 3, they're actually functionally the same machine as the previous model except for smart materials. Before buying, have a think about the types of projects that you want to make and choose a machine that aligns with those needs. I have a helpful machine comparison guide on my website to help with your decision-making process, and I'll pop a link to this in the description below. Most people are surprised to learn they don't need to buy Cricut branded tools, mats and vinyl, and that there are much better products out there for a cheaper price. I do recommend sticking to Cricut brand for the tools that physically go into your machine because this can impact your warranty. But everything else can be whatever brand you like. Click the video link above to check out my top 10 must-have tools to use with your Cricut so you can save some money. Last but not least, YouTube is your friend when it comes to learning how to use your Cricut. Best of all, it's free. If you want to learn how to make something, I can guarantee there will always be a tutorial to show you how. With so many wonderful creators out there, I'm sure you'll find your favorite in no time. Of course, if you haven't already, I'd love to have you join the ItsyBitsyBuild family by subscribing to my channel. Happy crafting, and we'll see you next time.